Hello, this is Judy from Juvenalis to and Travel. Welcome back again. So today I'm going to talk about the amnesty which will start on the 1st of September 2024, that is the coming Sunday. So if you have seen on my previous videos, I have explained several information like documents required and what is all about amnesty. As you know, here in UAE they will not usually make like official announcement like the way maybe we will watch it on the television for us to get more information. They usually explain it in written form, of which many people they don't take their time to read the whole information. That's are making them to end up not getting the correct information and not following the instructions. So the UAE amnesty is all about the violators, or those who are here in UAE illegally, meaning you are here in UAE and you don't have the correct documents, or you just have fines and you didn't renew your visa or do your visa change. So it says, I'm going to read it down and then I will explain in details. UAE the 2 months UAE visa amnesty program will start on Sunday, September 1st, and it clearly says this is a golden opportunity for those who are staying illegally in UAE to either regularize their resident status or leave the country without paying fines. So maybe you have been here in UAE, you have been having fines, you didn't have a chance to renew your visa or to do your visa change, maybe you didn't find a job, you have been doing your final, or you have been doing your own hustles. So that's why they are saying this is a golden opportunity, because the government of UAE is going to waive the whole fines so that you can be able to regularize your status. Regularizing your status meaning you can be able to get the correct documents, like have a visa and be here in UAE illegally. So it also says the Federal Authority for Identity, Citizenship, Customs and Port Security, this is the ICP, okay, said on Wednesday there would be no overstaying fines, no exit fines to be collected. Those who would opt to leave the country will not get an entry ban, and they can enter the country anytime with the right visa documents. So provided you are going to leave the country with illegally, you are going to be able to come back in UAE. To my understanding is that if you apply for amnesty, and then you can be able to do your visa change or leave the country. So in this case, maybe you can do the visa change, or maybe you do the residence visa, of which you can decide maybe to go back home and then come back after some time. Or if it's a visit visa, maybe you can wait it to be, maybe you can wait and use it for some time, and then you can be able to go back home, maybe stay for some time. Maybe you have stayed a long time without coming back to your home country to see your family. You can stay there and be able to come back. So that's why they are saying it's a golden opportunity, because maybe, for instance, you have been here without the correct documents or without a visa for 2 years, and then you find this amnesty, your fines are going to be waived and you will have 0 fines. In this case, you can be able to do a visit visa. You can exit the country, Kuwait, Oman or Bahrain, and come back on the same day, and you will have 2 months visa. After having this 2 months visa, you can use it 1 month, and the second month, when it's remaining like 5 days, you can book a ticket to go back home so that you can see your family members or do something maybe you had wished to do, and then you will be able to come back to UAE. For those who are going to apply amnesty and leave directly, I don't have any idea if they are going to get a ban or they are going to come back to UAE. This is the written information I'm reading. It's from Khalij Times, You can also check. And then it says the amnesty program covers all. As you know, on my previous videos and many questions I have been receiving from many of our clients, because people were confused, because when we got this notification at first, it said residence violators, of which into many people's mind, also me, I thought it's only those who had a residence, who were resident here in UAE, or they had 2 years visa, who are going to avail the amnesty. But now UAE have made it clear, of which we were waiting, and they said the amnesty program covers all types of visas, including tourist and expired residence visas. Those who were, and on top of that, those who were born with no document, and they can also avail the amnesty and rectify their status. Those who are runaway and have absconds from their sponsors can also apply. However, those who entered the country illegally, they are not eligible to apply for amnesty. So, provided you have the correct documents when you came to UAE, you can avail to get this amnesty. Either you are on a visit visa, or as many people call it, a tourist visa, or you had a residence visa and you didn't renew your visa when your grace period ended. It also adds and says those who have an abscond and those who ran away from their sponsors, they can also avail this amnesty. For example, if you had an abscond and you had a lot of fines, because you know people are usually absconded, like for tourist visas, they are usually absconded because of the fines. So the fines will be waived, and then you will visit our will center. You will pay the service charge with the correct documents, and then you can be able to change your status or regularize your status. So if you are runaway, don't be afraid to visit our center for the fine to avail the amnesty. And then something else, it says those who 1 minute, it's also mentioned those who were born with no document can also avail the amnesty and rectify their status here in UAE. So for example, maybe there are those people, or those females who gave birth here in UAE and they have not yet gotten a chance to get the kids the correct document, maybe because of 1, 2, 3, because as you know, sometimes it's a challenge, especially for we Kenyans, it's a challenge to get a baby's passport if you don't have the correct document. Maybe you didn't have someone to assist you to get the birth certificate. It will be a little bit challenging. So in this case, you can be able to regularize the kids status if the kid is 4 months and below. Okay. And then something else is like, how people will ask, how long is this amnesty program? The amnesty program is valid for 2 months, and it will start from the 1st of September, that is on Sunday. And then another question people can ask, and I did on my previous video also, who can apply for amnesty? And I can say any tourist, including tourist visas holders, visit visa holders, or residence violators can apply for the amnesty. And also those with expired UAE resident visas can apply for amnesty, those who are absconded and those who ran away from their sponsors. Okay. And then something else people can ask are those who entered UAE illegally can be given amnesty. This one is a big no. So there are those people who entered UAE illegally. I don't know actually how they entered. I don't know it's by sea or line, which means of transport they entered here in UAE. So this kind of people, they will not be able to get or they will not be able to avail the amnesty. These are the only people who will not avail the amnesty. If you are here in a way that you are illegally, you entered illegally, that is it. And then something else people can ask, it's who else cannot apply the amnesty? Yeah, those people. It says, and it explains in details, residents and visit visas. Sorry, who else cannot apply for amnesty? So I have mentioned that those people who entered in UAE illegally, that is number one. Number two, residents and visit visa violators after 1st of September are not allowed to apply for amnesty, and also those who had deportation cases. 1 minute, sorry. Alright, it says residents and visit visa violators after 1st of September 2024 are not allowed to apply for amnesty. Those with deportation cases in the UAE or any GCC country cannot also apply for amnesty, as well as those who will get absconding cases after September 1st. So those who have deportation cases in UAE or deportation cases in GCC, for example, maybe you are in Qatar and you got deported from Qatar, and then you are here in UAE, maybe currently you don't have the correct documents. So in this case, you cannot be able to avail the amnesty. And then also those who have deportation cases. As you know, there are so many people in the or have deportation cases, especially those who are caught without the correct document and they are yet to be taken back home, or maybe their cases have not been settled. So these people are not able to avail their amnesty, and also those who are going to get fines after the 1st of September. As I made a video on as I explained on my previous video, is there is these people who are saying that they are not going to do their visa change because there is 3 months from 1st September to, I don't know, October 30th. So in this case, if your visa is expiring from 2nd of September and maybe you decide that you are not going to renew your visa, you are going to stay Kalewali, and then you are going to do the visa afterwards, I'm sorry to tell you that it's clearly mentioned here that if you get fines after the 1st of September, you are going to pay for the fines. The amnesty will not cover your fines if it's after 1st of September. And then something here it's mentioned, another question people will ask, will there be an entry ban for those who avail the amnesty? It says none. And then it explains any violators is allowed to leave the UAE after settling their status without any administrative restriction preventing their return to the country, meaning there will be no ban stamp on their passport, and also they can re-enter UAE on valid visas. This one, to be honest, according to my understanding, is there are those people who will avail the amnesty and they want to go back home. To my understanding, if you decide to go back home immediately and you are not going to have the correct document, for example, you're not even going to do residence visa or you're not going to do a visit visa, it shows that I think they will not be able to come back, according to my understanding. But can you please comment below and tell me what is your understanding on this statement? Any violators is allowed to leave UAE after settling their status without any administrative restriction. It says after settling their status, meaning you have to settle your status meaning you are going to move from illegal to legal, according to my understanding, without any administrative restriction preventing them to return to the country. So to my understanding, you have first regularize your status for you to be able to come in UAE. But if you understand it in a different way, can you please comment below, and then I will do more research and then I will explain to you guys. So I'm not 100% sure if you leave the country with the amnesty, if you're going to be able to come back to UAE. And then something else, it says, will the applicant have to pay overstaying fines before leaving the country or modifying their illegal status? It says no. There will be no penalty for cancelling residence and tourist visas. There will also be no exit pass or departure fee for those who want to leave UAE illegally. Okay? There is also no fines for those who want to modify their residence status. So for example, if you had a residence visa and you didn't have a chance to cancel it, or maybe your sponsor didn't cancel it, it can be cancelled for free with this amnesty period. It's going to be free. You are not going to pay anything. It's usually around 355 to 500. It says it's going to be free. And also, if you want to exit the country, as you know before there, if you want to exit without paying any fee, you used to take an outpass, of which you need to pay a certain amount in Amar Center for them to give you the outpass, but you will get a ban. And also you need to show a flight ticket. But in this case, if you exit with this amnesty, you are not going to pay any departure fee or exit pass, that is the outpass. But the ticket, you will have to get it by yourself, because they have not mentioned that they are going to give you the ticket. And then it says, what are the other fine exemptions? It says there is no administrative fines resulting from staying in the country illegally. There are also no fines related to expired UAE national ID, or fines related to not providing with a work contract or renewing your work contract. I think there will be no charges if you didn't renew your residence visa, because they are going to waive the fines. Meaning, to my understanding, this point meaning like they are going to give it to zero. You are not going to pay like a certain percentage, because you know there before, if you want to get a fine reduction, you are going to pay a certain percentage. You're going to reduce it, but you're going to pay a certain percentage. But in this amnesty, they're going to reduce it to zero, according to my understanding. And then many people will ask, where are we going to apply this amnesty? This is the most weighted question, and this is the most weighted answers. So I'm going to read and then I will explain. It says each Emirates, as you know, we have 7 Emirates. Each Emirates has different centers. In Dubai, all Amar centers will provide amnesty services, as well as General Directorate of Residency and Foreigners Affairs, into bracket GDRFA. Dubai center in Arwil. So those who are in Dubai, there is 2 centers where you can apply for this amnesty. So don't be lied to someone, because people have already started saying that they are helping to apply for others for this amnesty, and they are charging I don't know how much. So as I mentioned before, don't be conned. So immigration or Dubai, it clearly says here, you need to visit any Amar center, or you need to visit Arwil. So there are so many Amar centers, and Amar centers, these are centers which deal with immigration related matters. So you need to visit any Amar center. For those who don't know the meaning or the spelling of Amar, it's AMER center. This one you can check on the Google map. You can type Amar, the nearest Amar center. There are so many here in UAE. So once you Google, you are going to find the nearest one, and you can visit there. And then also those who don't want to visit the Amar Center, they can visit Arwil. Arwil, many people, they are usually afraid because there is a prison, there is also Arwil prison. Many people think that they are going to be deported there because there is a deportation center near Arwil. So this time, don't be afraid. You can visit because you are going to get this application for the amnesty. So for Dubai people, Arwil and any Amar Center. For those who are in Abu Dhabi, you can visit any ICP centers that are located in Al Dafra, Suihan, Al Mpaka, and Al Shahama. For Abu Dhabi people, you can visit any ICP centers, and they are located in Al Dafra, Suihan, Al Mpaka, and Al Shahama. These 4 locations. For this Al Khalij time, it's only explained the locations. For those people in Dubai, they explained the place where you can apply for amnesty. Locations in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, they didn't explain for the other Emirates, but I think they can use either. The other people in Ras Al Khaimah, Fujairah, Al Kuwain, they can visit either of the mentioned locations. And then services, they will be offered from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Okay, so try to be there on time because many people, they are waiting for this services, for this golden opportunity, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. And also this location is where biometrics will be recorded. So each and every person who will apply for amnesty, biometrics are going to be taken for them to verify maybe if you have a case, if you have a ban, if you have any issue. So biometrics will be recorded. And then also, for those who would like to apply online, but I can request you to apply by yourself. Don't ask someone to apply for you. Try to use the Google, because currently things are very easy on the Google map, and you can be able to search anything you want. You can get the service application online 24 hours, and also applicant can submit through ICP, electronic and smart channels, and approved typing centers without the need to visit the service centers, except when it appears for you to take the biometrics. So I can advise you to at least visit any of the above locations for you to be given an advice to get a full information than applying online. But if you want to apply online, you can try the smart channel or the ICP electronics. Okay, and that's all for today. I know many people have some questions, maybe something have not been clear. You can ask me on the comment section, or you can visit us. We are located in Deira City Center Metro Station behind Day Today. You see Centurion Staff Building, Block B, 7th floor, V727, Juvenilis Tour and Travel. Because even me, when I gathered all this information, I had to go through, sit down and read and understand, and also I was left with some questions. Like some questions which I'm yet to understand is, which documents are needed? This one is not explained, but as you go there to do some consultation, you will be explained which document will be needed. But what I know is that you need to have a valid passport, and also the passport must be 6 months and above validity. So they didn't give more details, but I'm sure in Amar Center or Arwil, they are going to give more details. And then something else they didn't explain, and also I have a question I was left like hanging is like, what about those who don't have passport or they lost their passport? They would like to stay here because, as you know, like we Kenyans right now, if you have never ever had Emirates ID and you lost your passport, you cannot be able to renew it here. You must go back home. So my question is, are they going to be able to come back if they leave to go and make or fix or renew their passport? That is another question. And then something else was not clear to me. What about those who have abscond cases? This abscond also is not mentioned. They just mention that you can apply for amnesty even if you have an abscond. But I know if you get the amnesty and then you have the correct documents, you can be able to avail, or you can be able to get your abscond lifted with only paying 141 in our will. So I think this one will help. But this abscond is only for tourists, the one you can pay service charge in our will 141. But they have not explained what will happen to those who have abscond from the sponsors. I think you need to talk to your sponsor to lift the abscond. They have not explained also. And also something which have not been explained is about those who have a ban. They have only explained for those who have deportation cases that they are not going to avail this or amnesty, but they have not explained about those who have a ban. You can visit the Amar Center if you have the ban before, and then they will be able to assist you, because right now I heard that the process of removing a ban, it was 1 month and above, but now I hear it's less than a week. They have shortened the period for people to be able to avail their amnesty or these golden opportunities. And then something else that is not clear to me is that they are going to be service charge. They have not mentioned if someone is going maybe to pay 50 dirhams, 100 dirhams, all are there going to be service charge for applying this amnesty. Still it's not answered. And then another last question that I didn't get it clear is, like, for example, if you are in Dubai and you had Abu Dhabi visa, can you visit Amar Center or Arwil for you to get the help of the amnesty or to apply the amnesty? This question is like, are those who are having Dubai visas, are they supposed only to visit the Amar Center and Arwil, or can they apply using Abu Dhabi? And for those who had Abu Dhabi visa, Fujairah visa, Sharjah visa, are they going to use Amar Center, Arwil, or Abu Dhabi, or where are they going to apply? But this, what I know is that this amnesty, it covers the whole of UAE, because there before, if you have an abscond, Abu Dhabi abscond, you could not have gotten the assistance in Dubai immigration or Arwil. This is about abscond. But right now about amnesty, it's not really clear. But for more information also, I can advise you, take the courage. You are not going to be deported unless if you have a case. Just visit any Amar Center or visit Arwil with your passport, and then they will be able to check for you for free, or they are going to advise you for free. Once you go there, I can advise you to just go there and just be patient for them to help you, because it's going to be stranded and many people would like to ask many questions, so they will try to explain as fast as possible, because I know they are going to be so busy. So if you're visiting Amar Center and you have so many questions, or you have some question, you can write them down. Once you go there, try to get the full information, and I'm sure you are going to get help. So for those who have fines, they would like to regularize their status or leave the country, I wish you all the best. And those who would like to get tickets, we also offer tickets here in Juvenalis to travel at affordable prices. And also, if people are going to do the visa change A to A, we are going to have an offer for you guys, for you to have there to be illegal here in UAE. So I hope all will be fine. Thank you.